to the channel. My name's Tina, also known as Little T. And today we are going to put together chickpea salad, which will be very reminiscent of chicken salad if you've had that before. A lot of times when people who were previously not vegetarian or vegan want to have a yummy sandwich, they fondly remember chicken salad. And so today we're going to make a chickpea salad that has a lot of the same flavors. It's going to be a healthier version of chicken salad that you may have never tried before. I didn't grow up eating chicken salad. My mom made tuna salad, and that was about the only kind of salad that we had, as far as like we never had macaroni salad or egg salad. But I did have a good recipe for chicken salad that my cousin let me use when we made chicken salad at our coffee shop, and it was very popular. It had the crunch of the celery. It also had bacon in it. It was not the sweetened version that sometimes people make with grapes. It was more of a savory version. And this chickpea salad will be similar in that it's not sweet at all. It has dill relish, it has celery, it has red peppers, or if you want to use pimientos. I do not put any onions in it, just simply because raw onions don't agree with me, but you can certainly add onions if you want to bulk up the flavor some. When it comes to the chickpeas, you aren't going to want them to be whole in the chickpea salad. You'll want to break them up some. Just like you aren't going to put the whole chicken breast in there, you're going to chop up or shred the chicken when you're making chicken salad. So I've got different ways to do that. When I made it at our coffee shop, I used a food processor and I would minimally process them so they still had some bigger chunk. It wasn't just turned into mush, but I don't have a food processor here, so I use different tools to get the chickpeas into smaller bits. I'll show you those right now. Many recipes say that you can use a fork to do it. I've tried it before and I don't have much success with a fork, so I don't use that. I have used a pastry blender before, and depending on how sharp yours is, that can be a useful tool. I have this chopper here that I use for coleslaw, cabbage, things like that, and it's sharp on the edges, and that's another good tool that you can use if you're not using a food processor. And then last, I've got two sharp knives, which I would put down in the bowl and crisscross them like this and chop the chickpeas like that. So come along with me as we put this recipe together. Let's get to cooking. Here you'll see the ingredients that we're going to use. We've got our can of chickpeas, which I've already drained, and then we have some red pepper. You can also use, like I said previously, some diced pimento peppers. We have some lemon. I'm going to use about half of a lemon. We have celery that we're going to chop finely. We have dill relish. Then for our seasonings, we're going to use dill weed, some salt, and some pepper. You could also add some chopped onion, like I said before, or add some garlic powder or some onion powder. For our dressing, we're going to use vegan mayonnaise and some yellow mustard. Obviously, this is going to be part of the dressing too. As far as the bread to put it on, we've got some whole wheat bread. I have some of these multi-grain flats. And I also have 2 slices of marbled rye left from when I was making Reubens last week. So you can choose whatever bread you like to put your sandwich on. You can toast it or not toast it. It is certainly up to you. So let's get our vegetables chopped up first. I've already chopped up some of this red pepper here. It looks like about 1/3 of a cup. So we'll set that to the side, and then we're going to chop some celery. We've got our celery chopped. I'm just going to measure it just to be a little more formal than I normally would be. It looks like about 1/2 cup of celery. Then we're going to take our chickpeas, which are all fully drained, and then put them into our bowl here. Then I'm going to take my chopper, and I'm just going to chop up and down. Seem to be doing it very effectively. Let's try the pastry blender next. This is working much more effectively. It's going to take just a little bit longer. Looks like we've got most of them broken up into pieces. Takes a little bit of elbow grease. If you have your food processor, that would be much more efficient. Okay, so those are nice and broken up now. I'm going to add our chopped bell pepper, and I chopped it pretty small. Add our celery, and like I said, if you had some red onion, if you tolerate red onion well, feel free to add that. So we got all our vegetables in. Now we're going to add some dill relish. I'm going to do 2 heaping tablespoons of dill relish. Then we have a small half of a lemon. I'm going to guess it's going to make about a tablespoon and a half or 2 tablespoons of juice. I'm gonna fold it in half and squish it again. That got some more. And we're gonna add our spices. Got our dill weed. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of dill weed. I am gonna add some onion powder since I didn't have actual onions in here. So I'm gonna add a half a teaspoon of that. Then I have some pink Himalayan salt. It's in a grinder. So I'm just gonna grind it about 10 times. So my guess would be about 1/4 of a teaspoon. Same thing with my pepper mill. I'm gonna grind it probably about 8 times around, depends on how peppery you like your food. And I'm gonna stir all that together to get those spices mixed in with the vegetables and the dill relish. So we've got a nice mix. You can see if you did like red onion, how pretty that would be in there too. Then we have our vegan mayonnaise. We're gonna do 2 heaping tablespoons of that to start off with. Then I'm going to shake up my yellow mustard because I hate when it's all watery. And I'm going to squeeze it to fill up the tablespoon. So you can see there. So now we're going to stir that together. And depending on how much you like mustard or mayonnaise, you can vary that ratio to suit your own tastes. And I would always start with a less amount of dressing as opposed to more, just so it doesn't end up being too liquidy when you're ready to make your sandwich. This looks just right. Look how that has come together. And now let's make our sandwich. I've decided to go with the marbled rye. It was my last 2 pieces and I want to use it up. And I'm always looking for a way to get more greens. And there was no, besides the celery and the pickles in here, so I've got a bag of spinach and I'm just going to spread some spinach on here. And depending on if you like mustard or mayonnaise better, you can put some on the other side of your bread. I tend to like mustard better, so I'm going to add some extra mustard to my bread. And then we're just going to scoop on the chickpea salad. I would recommend serving this on your sandwich with a fork to the side because some of it may tend to fall off and you'll need to have a way to get those good bits back into your mouth. That looks yummy. Let's put it together. It's a lot of spinach on there. Let's cut the sandwich in half. You can see it's yummy. My bread is kind of falling apart. And there you have it. You can see how quick and easy that was to make. Yummy chickpea salad sandwich. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed making this chickpea salad sandwich along with me. If you try the recipe, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. You can also give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video. Have a great day and we'll see you next time.